Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie. I'm a nail artist and a streamer over on Twitch. And today I'm going to give a little tour of my nail slash stream room. It's something I've had a lot of people request. So I thought I would just take my camcorder, shaky as it is, and walk around my stream room, show off kind of the layout, the equipment I use, and also some of the cool features I've added to it. I'm also going to be going over my nail polish collection, which I think a lot of people are interested in. I have a lot of nail polishes, not as much as a lot of other people on YouTube, but still quite a bit compared to, your normal average nail polish enjoyer. So I'll go through those. I'm not going to go into very great detail about really anything I talk about today. This is just a general overview. But if you have anything you see you want to know more about, any polishes you want to know more about, or just any questions, let me know down in the comments. I might be making some TikToks or some YouTube shorts about the objects around my house because I am a bit of a collector and I've been at this for 35 years. So I'd be really excited to share some of the things that I have with my audience. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. All right, everybody, welcome to my nail room. So here is a panoramic view of my nail room and, of course, my stream room. Here's where I stream now. Back where I started is where I used to stream, but I just moved over here and set up this backdrop. This room, I've kind of made it into a little bit of like a neon 90s retreat. I grew up in the 90s. I love 90s nostalgia now. So I just kind of wanted to have a place in my house to express that and bring some stuff even over from my mom's house that I used to have. Like my board games and my Hedwig clock. That's more 2000s, but whatever. And yeah, all of these fun little things. Of course, like the 80s too. Here's my Labyrinth poster. I have a little seating area right here with my little Sailor Moon rug. And yeah, this is where I used to film. It's kind of empty right now. There's just some like stuff hanging out in like the triage center waiting to be moved to its permanent location. Anyway, over here is where I stream from. So there's my background. Here is Platy. Platy is my stuffed platypus I've had since I was 6. Back there is my original nail desk when I first started storing my nails. It is a Michaels modular system. I wanted Helmers and I bought 3 Helmers, and every single time I spent like an hour putting them together and then finally got to a part to realize that it was completely just like defective. They were just defective. They could not be completed. So I got this Michaels modular system. There are some drawbacks to the modular system. The drawers don't pull all the way out, things like that, but better a storage system than literally not a storage system because they're faulty. Here is my desk. And my desk is kind of a hot mess in many ways. It's actually kind of tidy right now for me, but sometimes my area is a little bit messy. Doesn't really bother me much. I have this little side table that just has the important stuff that I need in most manicures, like my treatments, my liquid latex, my base coat, my top coat, things like that, and some other random objects that have like found their way in there. All of my stick-like objects, all of my pencils, my brushes, my whatevers, my daughters, they all go into my I wish disgraced founder of Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes, had an MLM so I could join it, #girlboss mug. Over here in the corner, we have even more just random things that I need. Here's a tripod that I put this camcorder that I'm using right now on to film my nails. It's actually the same model of tripod that Simply Nailogical used in the video where she talked about how to make nail tutorials. So I got it directly from there. And then I just added this attachment that I had to buy on Amazon to make it kind of go over instead of to the side because I just really needed a top-down look. I've got my ring light. I've got these 2 floor lamps / reading lamps that we've had for years, and they work really well to show my nails off. I have one coming in from like the computer side and the DSLR side. Oh yeah, that's my DSLR. And one coming in from the other side to kind of get both angles. I think my lighting could be a little bit better. I'm still working that out, but they do a pretty good job. Usually when I stream, I turn my ceiling lamp off and I turn these 2 top lamps off, and I try to kind of make the room around me a little bit darker just so that I and my background are a little more of a focal point and it's less of just like a flat color. And up here, I use this hair light sometimes. I just use it to kind of outline my hair. There's a word for that. I don't remember the word, but I use it for that. but it's battery powered, and as much as I love not using an outlet, I just keep leaving it on and the batteries run out, and I just can't keep using that many batteries. So I'm gonna have to find a solution or stop lighting my hair, but I don't want to stop lighting my hair. It looks really cool. Here's my computer. It's gigantic. It's a gaming laptop. I had to buy this like massive stand so that I didn't like hurt my neck looking down at it. I have what will hopefully be my old microphone here. It's a blue Snowball. It works really well, but I need to be directly in front of it for it to really pick up my voice, and because I need to bend down to do nail art, it doesn't really work for my purposes. So I just bought a lavalier mic, and so far it's very, very sensitive, so I need to kind of work on that. These two little desk lamps, I'm sure you're like, why are there bags on their heads? And that's because their shades are just like those shades up there, the upwards floor lamp thing. And when I turned them on, they would shine right in my face, and that wasn't really the look I was going for. So I had to dampen them with these gift bags because that's what I had around, and I didn't want to buy anything new. Improvise, adapt, overcome, all that jazz. Anyway, let's move on to my background. So here's my current background, and I have a lot of nostalgic 90s toys that most of them are things that I already had, like Xtina here. She is my American Girl doll from back when they started making the look-alike American Girl dolls. So she is quite old. There's my original Dream phone. This is an American Girl locker. This is not my original Furby. I didn't actually own a Furby. I bought this one off eBay. Yeah, a lot of weird things. This chair with this really amazing pattern on it, some hollow taco stand material, coloring books, this random shelf that doesn't really appear when I stream because really only these, like this area shows when I stream. So I have some interesting stuff here. I have my Louboutin polishes. They're my only luxury items I own because I don't believe really in luxury brands, but these bottles are so cool. They're like works of art. I only wanted the Rouge Louboutin, which is the red one, but my mom went ahead and bought me Lady Peep because it was apparently on sale at TJ Maxx and she got it for like a total steal. So now I've got that too, and I also have a special holographic polish. All right, and we have just some more stuff, some more cool stuff. My hippo, my anglerfish, my little legend that literally can't even. Some more of Xtina's things. My caboodle that I do keep my makeup in, and my collection of like art supplies for when I color. Over here we have my nail supplies that I need while I stream and do my nails. So we have my stamping, accessories, stampers, tape, some other random stuff. I'm really bad at organizing. So there's, you know, my blue-footed boobies right there. Sexy. This one is mostly acrylic paint, but honestly, it's kind of a junk drawer. I don't really know what's going on there. Someday I'm gonna have to figure that out. But that's that one, mostly acrylic paints. Down here, this doozy is my stamping plate drawer. It needs some serious help. It's really packed. It's really hard to find things in there. So I'm gonna be trying to figure out a storage solution soon. If you have a storage solution, let me know. I don't really want books. I would rather have some sort of cataloging system, although I have a feeling that that would just kind of like fall to ruin. So I don't know. If you got a bright idea for someone who's not very tidy to store their stamping plates, just help a girl out. And down here is just kind of the random stuff that doesn't go anywhere else. It needs a little more room. I have a bowl condom that I use if I can't open up a nail polish bottle. I have finger condoms that I use instead of rubber gloves because I just prefer them to rubber gloves. I have these BBs that I use to shake up nail polishes that don't have BBs in them. Replacement liquid latex because I buy it in bulk. Wedges, the buttons that I put on top of my nail polishes, just all sorts of goodies down there that I need. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, my nail polish collection. So we'll start with my Orlees. Orly is my favorite mainstream brand, and I have a lot of them. They're huge bottles. They're a great formula. Some people are like, oh, they're a little bit expensive, but seriously, you get like 25% more than you get with any other nail polish brand. They have great brushes. They have great formulas. They have Synthetic Symphony, the holy grail of purples, the best purple ever made, my favorite polish of all time. I've turned so many people onto Synthetic Symphony. I swear to God, like around me, people use that as a household name. You don't have to specify what kind of polish Synthetic Symphony is in my circles. All right, down here we have the what I call fun drugstore polishes. These drawers, things fall down in these drawers all the time, especially if they don't have perfectly square bottoms. So I have these Sinful Colors right here, which are really, really fun brand. They They are one of the most unique brands available. They have all these really cool finishes, just really, really cool stuff that they do for a really cheap price point. Then we have LA Colors over there. They're the same way. Lots of really amazing formulas that you might expect from luxury brands, or not really luxury brands, but indie brands and designer brands. They have those. And then this sleeper hit that like nobody ever talks about, Paparazzi. I've found a lot of really interesting things from Paparazzi, including a few Holo Taco dupes. Like this one right here, if I can get a good shot of it. This is a little bit of a smaller flaky, but this is 100% a dupe of Sonic Unicorn Skin. And I got it for $2.50. I also got a dupe of Purple with Envy, and it was not as opaque as Purple with Envy, but it was $2.50. And these bottles aren't tiny. These bottles are 14.8 milliliters, and throw on like a coat of black and I mean, you got yourself a cool multi-chrome. So yeah, keep your eye out for those. Paparazzi's got some really cool formulas and you can't beat that price. Down here we have the boring drugstore. So here in the boring drugstore, we have Sally Hansen, of course. Although I do have a few cool Sally Hansen finishes. We have Eternal. Eternal is this tiny brand that sells these $1.50 polishes, and well, I don't know if they're a tiny brand, but they're really good for if you're trying to build your collection. Their polishes, I found the formulas are really, really good, and the price point's great. They're really small bottles, but if you just need a color for one manicure and you don't want to spend a lot of money on a color you're not going to use a lot, Eternal is a great polish. I have a Revlon, I have some Maybelline Color Show, and that is it. I've got some random other stuff that I use. I have some backgrounds when I take pictures. I don't use these a lot, but they come in handy when I do. Everyone has this one. Even Christine in her video about how to make nail tutorials has that paper, but it's really good paper. I like it. All right, down here is my bulkier stuff that doesn't fit other places since I don't actually use this as a nail desk anymore for obvious reasons. I can just shove whatever I want in here. So we have my stamping polishes. We also have water for water marbling or for cleaning my brushes if I'm doing acrylic paints. We have a gallon of acetone because you can never have enough. And we have my box. My box is what I use to take my polishes out into the world, usually to paint my mom's nails or my sister's nails. And they just have kind of a variety of things that I think my mom would like. So a little bit less of the wild stuff, some more contained things. A lot of Holo Tacos toppers because they're just so multi-purpose. Some stuff that I've gotten from Polish Pickup, just kind of a grab bag of different things that I think she might like. And then in the bottom, there's just some random excess supplies. Over here, we have the polishes that don't really fit well in the drawers. So they're a little bit too tall, or in the case of Mooncat, I can't really put these little buttons on top that I like to swatch on because they have these like really cool tops. I may someday display these, especially since I love Sailor Moon and they, I feel, are so very inspired by Sailor Moon. I think they would go really well in this room. So I'll probably find a place to put those at some point, but for now they're just kind of like out here. I'm not making space for them inside the drawers, and it's easier to just kind of grab one out and be like, what color is that? We also have China glazes with the buttons on top. They don't fit very well. A lot of these, it's the buttons on top that don't fit well, but I need the buttons on top, you know? And Salon Perfect, which is basically just the drugstore version of China glaze. My Cuccios, which again, don't fit with the buttons on top and flop everywhere if you put them in any drawer. So I have to like bunch them together in this little row so they don't fall over. I love these polishes. These are the only Cuccios I have, but they are really good. I use them like all the time if I need a brown, but yeah, those polish bottles, they are not very stable. I have one Koki. I will never get a Koki again, almost certainly, unless they really have a color I need, because even though it's a nice formula, everything's great about it, it's just so tall. And like, I don't know, you can't put a button on top. It's just like, this is not cohesive to my collection. I don't like it. And then some finger paints. They're in the back. Oh, see? There it goes. There it goes. There, you can't keep those Cuccios up. Okay, here is one of my favorite drawers. It is my Holo Taco and Cirque Colors. Cirque Colors is my favorite independent brand, and I'm growing my collection. I just got some more today. I love Cirque Colors. Amazing formula, handmade, ethical in, I think, many ways. Really awesome brand. I love them. And then Holo Taco, what can I say? Christine got me into nail polish. I started watching her because she was funny, and then I bought some of her polishes and I just fell in love with having that art on my hand and being able to see it every day. They got me through some really hard times, and I think Christine and Holo Taco probably got a lot of people through some hard times these past few years. So thanks, Christine. I love your brand, and I do eventually want most of the colors except for some of the ones that were released limited edition, because I think that there's such a cohesive rainbowness to everything that Christine releases, and it's just really nice to have all those polishes in the same formula, and they're all great formulas. It's great. Anyway, down here we have OPIs. These are another one that, given like the nature of how these drawers work, they just flop everywhere. So I even have like a little like nylon bar back there that's just like stopping them from flying back every time I close the door. So I recently got pineapples have peelings too. I have been informed that this is almost certainly been thinned. Can you focus, please? Thank you. And yeah, look at, oh, it's just a, wow. What a polish. What a polish. Down here, we have kind of a mix match of a few different brands. We have my Zoyas, we have my Essies, we have my ILNPs, and we have my Loud Lacquers, at least most of these. There are a few of these like in the box, but most of these are here. I've only bought Zoya, I think, once because they had a massive sale, but I love, love, love Trixie. This is one of my favorite polishes. This silver foil looks amazing. I've got Essies, a few of them. I'm not big on Essies, except for Bulgaria, which is asphalt in a bottle. Can you please? Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, very good. And Loud Lacquer, just a great company. I love everything I've gotten from them. And that is that drawer. And these are kind of like my mix and match indie polishes. So the most prevalent one are my old Live Love polishes that I got before they rebranded as Mooncat. I got 4 of them. I got Mercury's Tears, which is one of my favorite polishes of all time. And I now own the Mooncat formula, but I hadn't run out of this yet. I just wanted to make sure that I never do run out of it. And I've got Bebop. Please, Mooncat, please, please re-release Bebop. Bebop is so beautiful. I haven't used all of mine. I'm not running out, but like the people, they deserve this amazing multi-chrome glitter. Please give it to the people. I've got like some KB Shimmers, and I love using KB Shimmers treatments, so that's great. And just some stuff that I got, some D-stashes, some polish pickups, all sorts of things just kind of randomly in this drawer. And yeah, that's it. And down here, last but not least, this is my color club. I have gotten all of these except for 2 or 3. I don't know. All of these except for a few of them from the little 7-piece packs that they sell at TJ Maxx and Marshall's and occasionally at Ross, and they're really good. They're such good formulas. They're so good for nail art. I keep them for myself. If I see an extra one, I'll buy for my mom or my sister, and they're just a great, great deal. I love all my color clubs, and they are slowly like just building and building and building, and they're just going to take over the entire collection. Now, it wouldn't be a proper tour unless I showed you my S&N dungeon, so be careful, kids. Let's go in. Up here is my collection of smoke and mirrors from Five Below. When I first started wearing nail polish, I bought this collection of neons, and they were actually really good, so I bought like every other pack of nail polishes that Smoke and Mirrors made. I haven't really swatched them because none of them have names, and I would like to like name them, but I didn't want to have to get them out and like categorize them and swatch them and name them. I was just very overwhelmed. So I decided to just put them up here in this cabinet and just completely forget about them. But yeah, here they are. Someday I'll do something with them. I love they just say S&M on the bottle. The company that makes these, Pearl World, has a really interesting website, and someday I might make a video about it. It's very interesting, but yeah, so that's that. Okay, and there you have it. That was a tour of my nail room and my stream room. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, I would love it if you gave me a little thumbs up and maybe hit that subscribe. It is free and it really helps the channel. If you want to see more of me, I highly recommend you head on over to Twitch. I stream every Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday, and I would love to have you there. Let me know that you found me on YouTube. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.